Hello and welcome to Maple from Canada's online food festival. I'm William Curley and today I'm going to be cooking a recipe from Maple from Canada's brand new cookbook. I'm going to be making a fig and maple frangipane tart. Make sure you have all your ingredients ready and let's get cooking! So firstly we have our flan rind and we're going to grease that with some butter, and I've left the butter out to come to room temperature so it's nice and easy to spread onto our flan rind. So just nice and liberally spread, and just make sure you get it into all the little caveats. And we'll put it to one side. So we're now going to make the mixture. So we have again our unsalted butter, which we have left again to come to room temperature so it's nice and soft. And just give that a little mix first just to get it going. And then we add this beautiful ingredient, our maple sugar. Just mix this together so it becomes nice and smooth and fluffy. Give it a good taste mix. Now maple sugar, I absolutely adore this ingredient. It's rich, full of flavour, brings a lot more depth to the tart. Really over the last couple of years I've introduced this more and more to a lot of the cakes, pastries and chocolates that we have in our business, and it really has transformed a lot of the flavour. So mix again so it changes colour a little bit, it becomes lighter. And then we're going to take our microplane and we've got a nice beautiful orange here. And we're going to zest the full orange into our mixture. Then we take a lemon and we do exactly the same as the orange. And got a beautiful, fragrant lemon zest into our mixture. Great. Give this a little bang. And we carefully give that a good mixture as well. So there we are, ready to go to the next stage. We've got our creamed butter, maple sugar, lemon and orange zest. So when I get a time, I just want to add one egg just so it fully incorporates. If you add all the eggs together, it's much harder for the mix to absorb the eggs. Okay. And once all the eggs have been fully incorporated, and then we add our ground almonds. So again, it becomes nice and smooth to one side, and we've got a little bit of vanilla to add. Now folks, if you wish, you could use a good quality vanilla essence, and you can just add that in when you add the eggs. But I actually like to use fresh vanilla pod and get those beautiful seeds. So I tend to add this just after the ground almonds so it kind of mixes into it a little bit easier. Kind of grabs onto the almonds and separates out very, very well. So the mix, as you can see, beautiful, nice and smooth. You can smell all those beautiful flavours in there, particularly that wonderful maple sugar. Then we add some flaked almonds, which is going to bring some wonderful texture to our tart. So lots of great flavours coming in here, and we've now got some wonderful texture as well. So what we've got here, folks, we've got our flour and we've got some baking powder. And I just mix them both together with a spoon. So we help distribute the baking powder through the flour. And then I have a nice fine sieve, which I pass the flour and baking powder through. Capture all that, goes through, and as you can see, there's a few little bits that we don't want to go into a mixture. And then we carefully start to fold this through the mixture. Beautiful. Getting nice and smooth, nice and elegant. And then lastly, folks, we're going to add our pure Canadian maple syrup. Beautiful, gorgeous ingredient, my favourite. So we're going to add 2 of these tablespoons. Beautiful. And that's just going to add again another bit more depth of flavour, just building up those layers within our tart. Okay, fabulous, look at that, all ready to go in the tin. So, we now have our greased flan ring. We've got our beautiful frangipane mixture. And once all the mixture is in the flan ring, we take a small palette knife and then we carefully spread this out, evenly distribute to all the areas of the flan ring. And then we get our beautiful fresh figs. If the figs are large, I would suggest cutting them into quarters. But if the figs are smaller, like we have here, I would suggest cutting them in half. It's a very simple way to place them on. You may want to be more artistic and put them in different positions, but try to make sure everybody gets a nice bit of fig when they have a slice. And then if you wish, a little touch of just icing sugar on the top just helps caramelise things in the oven. Okay, so here we are, folks, all ready to put in the oven, looking good. This is one of 50 new recipes included in the cookbook. You can download the whole book for free, yes, for free, from the Maple from Canada website. And let's get shaking and baking. Here she goes, good luck. Voila! And here we have our baked fig maple frangipane tart. I was baking for approximately 35 to 40 minutes. And we're now ready for the next stage. So again, we've got a beautiful, pure maple syrup from Canada. And we put into a bowl. And then we brush, in particular, over the figs. But I'm a kind of maple kind of guy. And I'm going to not only brush the figs, you see the beautiful colour there, I'm going to put a little bit of glaze on our tart as well. Look at that. And of course, as the tart is still warm, it's just absorbing that syrup really, really nicely. And then just to finish it, as there's almonds in the dish, I always like to put a few toasted almonds on the top. A little bit more texture, but also just identifies what's in our tart. Obviously we've got figs, we've got almonds, and most importantly, we've got maple. So the tart's still a little bit warm. So what I'm now going to do is just stick this back onto the cooling rack. And I reckon in 30-40 minutes time, it'll be nice and cool for me to have a slice with a big dollop of creme fraiche. Maybe you can join me sitting outside on the banks of the River Thames. So here we are. It's a beautiful sunny day on the banks of the River Thames, and I'm about now to enjoy a slice of my big maple and frangipane tart, as I'm a little bit of a, I don't want to say greedy, but I just like to indulge a little bit. I've got a beautiful dollop of creme fraiche, and of course I've enriched it a little bit further with some glorious maple syrup. I hope you've enjoyed cooking along with me. Don't forget, this recipe and so many more are available from the Maple from Canada's website. Just head to maplefromcanada.co.uk to download the whole cookbook for free. For me, folks, it's time to indulge. Delicious. Really, really delicious. Folks, thanks for cooking along with me. For now, it's time to say goodbye. I'm enjoying my tart, and as we say on the continent, Santé.